Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's fucking get it. Get comfy in my chair here. Get right on the perfect level of squish on my ass, and I am ready. Good luck, Baba. Thank you, Starboard. Baba. I'm gonna need a lot of baby powder for this one. These buttons are like, so I'm playing on a new controller today, and these buttons are a lot more protruding from the controller. They like stick up out of the controller a little bit more. Like, show you. See what I mean? How the buttons like stick up out of the controller. Some controllers, they don't stick out as much. So like when you press them and slide your hand across them and stuff, you can really feel their edges a lot more. You can really feel their fucking asses, you know? So, I am super getting used to this brand new controller. Not to mention there's a brand new stick on it, which so it feels like air, which is really nice. Also, this controller has vibration, so it's very different than my old controller, which didn't have any of those things. So I'm going to be spending a lot of this run. I'm going to try to no reset this run, and we're going to just try to get used to it and have a good attitude. Maybe be a little chatty, who knows? And yeah, have a good time. Also, another reason why this run might suck is because I took a day off from Spyro yesterday, which thank God I did that, because I was really tired after my Crash 2 playthrough, which I did 2 days ago. And I like made the whole, like, you know, I exported the whole YouTube video and made the thumbnail and stuff, and so I didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. So yeah. But thanks to anyone who hung out for the Crash 2 playthrough or watched it on YouTube. You guys are super cute, sexy chat. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a pretty good time, all things considered, with the Crash 2 playthrough. Overall, it was pretty fun. Granted, and I kind of expected this, there were a few levels that were really bullshit. But, you know, as far as bullshit goes, I would say the bullshit wasn't as extreme as it was in Crash 1. Especially just the fact that you could die in a level, and if you got a checkpoint, you can continue from there and still get all the boxes. In Crash 1, you die in a level, and you have to restart the whole level every time. And in Crash 2, sometimes that would be the case, depending on the context. But for the most part, it was more lenient of a playthrough, so I like that. The fact that I completed Crash 1 100%, like blind, basically, with the fucking roulette wheel, I mean, that was like that was like probably my most impressive, like, casual gaming feat I think I've ever done. What's up, Laura? Oh my god. Oh my damn. Ads? Are you watching some ads right now? Oh, no. Alright, let's see if we can have a good Dark Hollow here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have made that Twitter post, even though, like, that guy was funny. I don't really want to give him any attention. Kind of a fucking bitch. Because I'm pretty sure he went after you and Rico, Laura, because of that Twitter post. And anyone else that, like, commented on it. So it's just real like internet sleuth shit. So anyways, I'm done talking about him. The more I talk about him, the more he'll, like, just come back, you know. Fuck! But for what it's worth, it was pretty funny. For like a second. Nicholas, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. Yeah, the problem is that we are slightly entertained by them. That's the problem, is that, like, the whole, like, ridiculousness of someone being, like, trolly or weird or stupid or whatever in our comments or our stream. Like, we like to make a spectacle of that, you know, it's just funny. You know, it's like, oh, getting canceled by China, lol, you know, but like, that really is, like, their fucking lifeblood. That is, like, how they thrive so much on that. That's like classic trolling 101 right there. You don't feed the trolls. And so, yeah. So it's like, obviously, after, like, a fucking, like, few minutes of, like, laughing at that, I'm like, alright, like, fuck off, you know. Sharuna, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. We're up to 980. Guys, we're actually getting dangerously close to 1,000 subs. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If we can get up to 1,000 subs, I'm gonna play a song for you guys. I'm just saying.
Come.
Maybe not immediately, maybe not today. I need to practice it a little bit, but I have been writing a 1,000 subs song. So stay tuned, stay tuned. If we can get up there. Mr. Post, thank you for the sub as well. Chugger's in the chat for our boy Post. Love you, man. But yeah, this is like kind of my you could say this is like a D-Rust run right now. I'm using a new controller at the moment, which I am quite liking. Though I do need some time with it to get used to it. I also should probably change out the plastic caps on these sticks, because this one has like that sticky residue that you can't get off. The stick itself is not sticky. The stick is not sticky, but the top of the stick is sticky. If that makes any sense. If you use PS2 controllers a lot, you probably know what I mean. But yeah, comfy vibes. How am I feeling? I'm feeling really rejuvenated after yesterday. Yesterday I spent pretty much all day, well, at least the first half of the day sleeping in, which that's pretty normal for me. Then I had breakfast and I was thinking about streaming, but I was still kind of hungover and really tired. Actually, it was kind of fucked up because I went to bed at like 5 a.m. and then my dad like kind of came into my room with a plumber. At like 11 a.m. when I was like still like very much needed to be sleeping. I mean, you know, it's fine, whatever, like they needed to fix something, whatever. Like, but yeah. I also had kind of a run-in with my mom today also. Like, she just kind of barged in while I was jerking off. So that was like pretty annoying. So I told him, I was like, guys, like, you guys need to, like, fucking, like, let me know before you fucking just bust into my door. Like, that's just not cool. Like, I'm 27, you know, I shouldn't be having to deal with this, but that's just what it's like living with your parents. It's so awful. Like, that, it's like you have no, at best, you will have the facade of privacy living with your parents, but it will never be, like, a true form of that. Sadly. But, you know, it's whatever. It's just, like, all a growing experience for me, and, you know, I'm trying to find. I'm just locking my doors now. Fuck it, you know. Like, whatever. Like it's as if I'm some like preteen, you know, teenager or something. It's frustrating, but you know, at a certain point I can't really even be too mad at my parents. I mean, it's how am I gonna be mad at them? It's their house, you know. Like they want to work on the plumbing or whatever, or you know, fucking come into my room. Like I don't know. As much as it bothers me, I can understand where they don't. Oh, I got the double. Did you guys see that? I hit him twice there. I think it was the flame and the charge hitting him. That's super fucking rare, by the way. That didn't save time because I would have grabbed those gems there anyways, but that was a fucking super rare thing that just happened right there. Yeah, amazing. That happens like once in a blue fucking moon. That is like, it's not even like certain like what causes that, but yeah, that can happen. Very rare, very rare. You guys just witnessed like some fucking shooting star shit right there. A double hit on the gem burglar. Yeah, you could be speedrunning. I speedran this game for years before even seeing that once. Like just posted on the Spyro Discord. It's a super fucking rare thing. What's happening with my parents? Oh, nothing. What's up, Donkey Rider? Good to see you. No, everything's fine, y'all. Everything's fine. Let's not get dramatic. Just normal life stuff. Living with your parents. But yeah, I'm glad I like kind of made a video like talking about you know, the sort of emotional price that you pay living with your parents. Like I think a lot of people who maybe they don't have the best relationship with their parents, they think like, ah, well, you know, like you're so lucky, Deo, you can live with your parents and they're cool, whatever, you have cool parents. But it's like, I deal with like a lot of like emotional, like, I guess just like issues of privacy and feeling violated and not having personal space. And even though my parents are really nice and loving and they really do want to support me and they care about me, Like it's just the by nature of how it is, like just living with them. It's like I just don't want to live with them. Like it's just that, obviously. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand what I mean. Like it's just, and that's not like I hate them. It's not like that. It's just a really natural feeling. When you've been living with your parents your whole fucking life, even if you have the coolest parents ever, like you want to move out. That's just how that is. So it's an emotional price that I pay to stay here, even though it's a monetary benefit. But I'll move out eventually. It just reminds me what I want out of life, out of this world, that I'm not gonna be here forever. I could, like, you know, it'd be fine with my parents if I stayed in this house or the California house forever. But obviously, like, you know, there's more for me in this world. There's more to see. Even if it doesn't make the most financial sense comparatively. And I think they get that. My sister did that. My sister, once she finished college, she like moved to South America for like what, 5 years, and met her fiance there. I'm not gonna be that extreme. I'm not gonna like move to a foreign country or anything. But I will move out at some point. Maybe within the next year. Who knows? I do have my financial situation. I think is better than it's ever been. You know? I have a good amount of money saved up. I have a decent income with almost no expenses. So I'm gonna take these next few months to really keep saving up, and when it's time, then it's time. But it's not time yet. It's almost time, but it's not time yet. To move out, I mean. He needs Baja Blast, dude. Good idea. Chugger's in the chat. Thank you for the good luck hapticity. And, yeah, what up, guys? PC anime shits. J-Wagging is blind. He's rocking the blind badge because he's so busy jerking off to anime. He can't see anything else. He opens his eyes and all he sees is, anime boobs. I'm almost at that level myself. I'm getting there. You changed your name? Oh, you used to be Crash Bandicoot. Okay, thanks for the info. I'll see if I remember that. But yeah, what up, Big Chungus? Anyway, spinning Spyros in the chat. We are out of artisans. This run is not great, but it's not, like, obviously it's not terrible yet. I've lost like maybe 10 to 15 seconds total in artisans compared to a really good run. So let's see if we can at least, you know, keep it respectable. Like I said, I'm gonna be shooting for the sub 124 today. I'm not necessarily going for a world record, despite what my title says. I am definitely de-rusting, getting used to the new controller, that whole spiel. And after this run, really just trying to no reset, just for my own mentality. After this run, I do plan on doing an invisible Spyro practice session, which I'm going to be doing today and tomorrow to get ready for my Spyrothon showcase of the invisible textured Spyro shit. So I'll be sort of figuring out what levels I want to show off today, kind of playing around. I'm definitely going to have to practice Nasty Nork a bit. I would like to beat Nasty Nork for that, and you know, not take like 6 hours like I did in my run. I'd like to hopefully develop some strategy, and you know, I think now that I've gotten it once, I like know, I think I'll be in a better position to like complete it a little bit more efficiently this time. And if I just practice it a bit more, I should be able to get there with it. But it's gonna be hard, and I might not be able to complete the lava room during my showcase. But I will have an hour, and Piper's gonna be there in the commentary, giving me support, emotional support. Yeah, you can see the flames. In fact, I used the flames to, I'll be talking about this a lot in my showcase, but I used the flames to flame at the ground in order to tell if I'm standing on a ledge or not. So if you're doing invisible platforming and there's no like gems on the platforms or anything for you to tell where the platforms are, you have to like edge up towards like the edge of like a given platform or cliff or whatever, and just flame towards the ground like diagonally to see if there's any more ground in front of you. Spyrothon is this weekend. It's going to be the 20th and 21st. I believe it's a 2-day event. So yeah, just follow twitch.tv/Spyrothon. If there's a mod here who wants to link twitch.tv and twitch.tv/Spyrothon in the chat, that'd be dope. I should make it like a command or something. How do you achieve invisibility? It's just like a hack. It's a hack that removes like several memory addresses. Specifically, it's Game Shark codes that I'm using. It's basically a hacked version of Spyro that applies 3 Game Shark codes that essentially removes the terrain, the visual terrain. So, yeah, you can still see gems and other like actors. You can see enemies, gems, like that vortex you could see, stuff like that. The cactuses you can see. But all of this, like, well, you can't see any of the fucking pawns or anything. Like any of the water. So yeah, you know, and if you guys haven't seen, do check out my YouTube video where I did an entire blind 120% playthrough of the invisible ground. Exclamation point YouTube in the chat. I do explain a lot of this there as well, but yeah, we're gonna be doing a showcase of all of that on the 20th. So stay tuned. Something tells me it won't be the last time I explain it. Not terrible. This is like a okay Dry Canyon so far. Night Jin, thank you for the sub. Up to 982, y'all. Damn. And Grizzly, I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you for the sub earlier, Grizzly. We are getting dangerously close to 1,000 subs here. And if we can hit it, I'm gonna play a song for you guys. Not immediately, I still need to practice it a little bit, but soon. So it's actually okay if we don't hit it today. Bear down. Bear up? No, bear down. What's up, Elucidark? Thank you for the good luck. Guys, I made a Toontown profile. You guys remember Toontown, the MMO? Strawberry got me to make a Toontown file, and I'm glad I did. I chose the dot, like the Goofy, you know, like Goofy from fucking like Mickey Mouse shit. I chose like the Goofy character, but like I gave him the biggest fucking mouth possible. That guy got a fucking big old chomper, dude. He looks funny as shit. I made him fat, tall, and like big fat fucking mouth. Dude looking like a piece of work. Man, these buttons are so clicky. You guys can hear them, I bet. Just like I can feel the springiness from like the exoskeleton inside the controller. The I should call it the endoskeleton. Oh, a little springy plastic feel. Not to mention the vibration. This controller has vibration now, which I'm not used to. Or I gotta get used to again. Vibrations, by the way, to those who are curious, vibration in this game, it's not really a big deal one way or the other. You can only feel it when you like crash through stuff. Run into anything, like if you bonk you can feel it, and you can feel it during supercharge as well. So it doesn't really like affect like most of the core gameplay. But it does, you know, it does happen. It is something to get used to, you know. I turned a little too hard there. You have to turn just the right amount of hard. You don't want to turn not hard enough, otherwise the bird doesn't come towards you. And you don't want to turn too hard, otherwise that'll happen, you know, he'll just ignore you. It's all about your camera position with these guys that determines how good their cycles are for you. They're not cycles, it's their AI, rather. When I first started speedrunning, what kind of times was I putting up? Well, you can actually go back in my Spyro PBs playlist and see my very first highlighted PB of this game, which was a 156. Now, that wasn't my first ever run, but that was my first PB that I felt was good enough to warrant a Twitch highlight. And that was back in November of 2014. So yeah, my first PB that I was like, I guess sort of proud of was a 156 in this game. But my first ever runs were like in the mid 2 hour range. I think like my first 2 or 3 runs were like 2 to 2:30, somewhere in there. Then like maybe my 4th or 5th were like barely sub 2 or like around 2. And then around probably like my 6th-ish run was a sub 2. I mean that's like a guess. I don't know if that's like accurate. Something like that. And when I say like runs, I mean like after learning the route. Like if you guys like might hear that, you're like, wow, it takes me forever to beat this game. I can't believe you were beating it that fast even when you started. Like, I mean like after learning routes and after having casually played through the game like several times, 120%. Like I don't really consider the start of your speedrun career until you like properly learn the entire route through a game. You know? Even if it's like a sketchy, rough route, like you gotta learn a route first, and then you can say like, all right, I'm speedrunning this, you know, seriously. I mean, you can call anything a speedrun. You just put a timer on a playthrough, it's a speedrun, right? I mean, like talking about like what my actual first runs were. Just how I base it for myself. Any clue what my next sub-goal game is? Interesting question. We did just do the Crash 2 playthrough recently. I haven't actually thought about that. I don't have Crash 3 here, nor do I really feel like playing that immediately. Oh, I know what it is. Well, I don't know if this is gonna be a sub-goal or something that me and Strawberry just do while she's here. But I did get Dawn of the Dragon in the mail. And that, as some of you guys know, is a co-op Spyro game for PS2. And modern consoles as well, but I have it for PS2. And so, I think maybe Strawberry and I will do a co-op Dawn of the Dragon playthrough. Or at least get as far into it as we feel like it before giving up, like whatever. Since it's like a co-op thing, I want it to be like fun, and so I'm not gonna like pressure her to be like, alright, we gotta beat the whole game in one sitting right now, or at all, like. But at least like, you know, play for like a couple hours. Just have fun with it, see how far we get, type of thing. Yeah, when I said modern consoles, I meant like PS3, Xbox 360 era. Oh, Medieval. Yeah, you guys seem to be really into Medieval for some reason. Yeah, I should get Medieval. That is kind of an expensive game to get physical, I think. Is that game not like over $100? I'd drop the money on it. Look, guys, I have disposable income. I could buy it. I'd rather do that than like play it on emulator. Or get it. Oh, I could, you know what I could do? I could, if it's too pricey or hard to get a hold of, I could put it on my free McBoot memory card. That's one option. That's like a cheap option. And then I can play it on console still. But yeah, I'll see how much it costs. If it's like around $100 or less, then I'll definitely buy it. But if it's like $150+ then I'll probably do the free McBoot. Oh, it's only 30-40 bucks. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that game was like rare. I was under the impression that that was like a rare game. Dude, Dawn of the Dragon is actually a rare Spyro game. That game costs like 75 bucks, I think. It's hard to get a copy of Dawn of the Dragon. I mean, a cheap one, that is. So yeah, so I'll probably, based on what you guys are saying, I'll probably get a physical copy of Medieval, and then maybe that could be my next sub-goal casual game. That sounds fun. Then after that, maybe we'll do Crash 3, and then after that, maybe I'll do like Spyro 3 117. This is like over the course of like a few months, you know. I like to space out my casual, like, little sub-goal, you know, full completion playthroughs. I like to space those out, like, once every couple weeks. So that way, once I start to, like, really go insane with my Spyro 1, like, content, it's like I get a nice break, a mental reset for it. Tomba 2, I'd consider Tomba 2, but I don't think it really, I don't know. I really, when I think about these casual games, I think a lot about my audience, and, especially on YouTube, and I think my YouTube audience is definitely, more inclined towards, like, the PS1, like, the PS1 platforming classics, you know? And so that's, like, kind of what I'm aiming towards. Now, I could do something that's different than that, but it's just, like, I do care about, like, the audience reception with whatever casual game I choose. That's just something I think about. Like, I want to keep it, like, on theme, you know? Just for the sake of, like, gauging what people like and what they don't like. Have I ever played Ape Escape? Yes. In fact, I have an entire Ape Escape playthrough on my YouTube. You can check out. It's, and I used the slingshot levitation glitch and, like, learned how to do it. It was pretty long, though. Even though I only beat it, any %, it was, like, a few hours playthrough. Exclamation point YouTube, not YT. In fact, there might be an Ape Escape command. Exclamation point Ape Escape, maybe? Yeah, Ape Escape 1's awesome. You know what? That's like on my list of games that I would consider learning to speedrun, is Ape Escape 1. When the time is right. Once I get my fucking 120 in this game. Yeah, my short list of games that I would consider speedrunning is like Ape Escape. I did learn Crash Team Racing, though I have a lot more learning to do. I need to learn like actual mini turbo routes and stuff. What's up, Fonier? Thank you for the good luck. It's good to see you. Love you. But yeah, we are out of Peacekeepers. I didn't see what the time was, but I reckon it's somewhere maybe in the 2610s. Not great, not awful, not anything. Just whatever. Let me see. Yeah, 2610. Oh yeah. This is just a very classic no reset right here that you guys are seeing. But I'm not stressing it. I'm glad I really feel like I'm doing a good job of like emotionally not being invested in the pace. So it's a really challenging thing to do as a speedrunner. Yeah, it's a comfy run. Why have I been switching up my splits lately? Well, you know, before, for like my entire time being in Missouri, I was basically running against a 122.05, which for about a month or so was the best run that I got out here in Missouri on this setup. Recently, I got a 121.38, and so I'm running against those now, and with both of these runs, they both have like a decent, like they both have a solid early game, but it's not like impeccably amazing. And so like on my world record, you know, to get to your question here, on my world record splits, like it had a fucking amazing early game. And then there's like a little bit of time saved later here and there, but you know, if like, I don't want to be running against like a perfect early game, you know, I just don't. I mean, I want to have some degree of positive reinforcement from my splits that even if I'm on a decent pace that like has a chance it's a little behind in the early game, that's not like an oppressively like, oh, you're 10 seconds behind type thing. That's like, I'm trying to give myself that emotional support with my splits. So I'm not running against easy splits, but I'm not running against like oppressively difficult world record splits either. That's like my thought process behind it. And also, again, I'm on like a new setup, you know, I got my 121.02 in my California setup, and I want to be more fair to comparing where I'm at on this setup, you know, in this mind frame. So I run against splits that reflect that as well. So that's my whole thought process with it all. And just to clarify one more time, these splits are not easy. I am not running against easy splits. These splits are only 35 seconds off world record, which may sound like a lot to you guys, but it's really not, I think. Yeah, I think I got the other blue there. It looked like it homed in. Kind of hard to tell. It may have been another blue that I was seeing, but I think I got it. Played ukulele? No. I think the only thing I would like about Yooka-Laylee is they have like a car that you could like customize like a car in that game, right? I think that would be the only part of Yooka-Laylee that I legitimately enjoy. And besides, I don't have a mod. I'd have to play it on PC if I did. And I feel like if I played that game, I would just be wanting to play Banjo-Kazooie instead. I'm not like the hugest Banjo-Kazooie fan. I do like the N64, you know, big open platformers. Like DK64 and Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, but... Mario 64. But that's... those games will have their time with me. I've not hit my N64 platforming story arc yet. It's something that's like that I'm kind of festering my thoughts with. Like, am I going to have like a Mario 64 era as a speedrunner? Like, does every speedrunner have to have their Mario 64 era? Like, it's like such an overplayed game at this point, you know? But it was like the first game that I watched be speedran. So who knows? I might have a Mario 64 story arc at some point. Or some other, you know, N64 platformer. Fucking Castlevania 64. Oops. That's really not good. I'm gonna just kiss the fairy for safety. Because the spider cycles are probably, yeah, spider cycles are definitely off now. Hopefully I can catch this guy before he sends it out. Urgh. Alright, and because I was a little slow there, I'm probably not gonna catch the cycle. I will jump out there, but I'll fade it back if it's no good. Yeah, I can make this. Nice, good thing I jumped out there. But I was ready to just fade back and like not do that glide if I had to. That's like the optimal strategy there if you're unsure. I think I got the green there. Or whatever, the green and blue that were on top of each other. The amount of gem homing in sounds didn't sound exactly accurate to it, but I think I might have gotten them. It's kind of 50-50 in my head, so I'll be careful exiting. Legend of Dragoon? No, I'm not really a big JRPG guy. I might, if I play a game like that, it would be, I do have Legend of Dragoon, I think. Because my cousin gave me his whole, or left his whole collection here, which has a ton of PS1 JRPGs. Let me focus for a sec. I need to kiss the fairy. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big PS1 JRPG guy. But with that said, it is something I would consider dipping my toes into. Like, whatever it is. Secret of Mana, Legend of Dragoon, fucking what other? Xenogears, Final Fantasy Tactics. All of those games, I would consider dipping my toes into after a day of runs. And just casually, just like what I did with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I just casually, not even for YouTube or anything, but just to play, just to relax, just to have something that's a change of pace after my runs. I would consider it for that. But really, again, I'm not a big JRPG guy. I mean, Castlevania Symphony of the Night was awesome because that game is really, there's a lot of action in that game. There's a lot of like movement and tech and like fun, like, you know, just the fun game to move around and slap shit in. But a lot of these JRPGs are way slower paced than even that. So I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get into anything like that, to be honest with you. But I might try. I mean, I'll definitely try some of them out at some point. But I'm telling you right now, what's probably gonna happen is even if I tried out one of these games, you know, you're gonna be there in my chat being like, whoa, I'm so glad he's finally playing this. You know, and then I'll get through like the intro maybe after like an hour or two, like the tutorial section. And then I'll be like, all right, well, you know, we'll pick it up tomorrow. And then tomorrow will come around. And then I'll be like, that game was fucking boring. I'm going to play something else, you know? That's how it goes with me. And I know it's like, oh, well, you got to give it a chance. You got to give the game a chance. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just impatient like that. I just don't give like really long narrative driven games like a chance. It's just not they're just not my taste. I'm sure, yeah, again, if I'm sure I like put like 5-10 hours into the game, then I might get a little more invested in the story and the stats and the, you know, and all that shit. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you guys understand where I'm coming from. A lot of you guys like also like these more actiony, you know, PS1 platforming games. So I think a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from. Like, I wish I had it in me to give those games a chance. I really do. But I kind of don't. I just know myself better than that. How are you gonna force yourself to like a game for like the first 10 hours just to get into it, you know? I'm not gonna do that. Oh my god, that fucking double. This is the weirdest fucking run ever. The odd proxies. Got the double hit on the gem burglar. I got a double proxy there. At least we got that though. The double whammy. This run's been full of double whammies. Oh, I might have missed one. I'm gonna be careful here. What's up, Matt? How you doing? What's up with the ellipses, man? What's going on, buddy? You want to talk about it? Did I miss a gem somewhere? Don't answer that. You are very spooky. You're such a mysterious guy, man. Oh my god. So random. Rar. You're cute too, I'll give you that. If I'd have flame charged a little earlier, that would have worked. You have to like preemptively flame charge for that to work correctly. I think the hitbox is active before the actual visual model is there. Just by like a frame or two. 10? 10 what? You guys are confusing me. Yeah, that's my thought about it, Belmo. It's like if you have to force yourself to like a game, like to get into it, it's like, I'm not gonna bother. No, I never played Mega Man Legends. And I've never played any of the Mega Man X games either. Though I would consider trying those. Those are definitely a little bit more action-packed. Kind of like what I'm talking about. I'd consider trying them. I mean, really, Castlevania Symphony of the Night was like a real outlier. It was a real, exception to my rule of games that I like. I'm not a big 2D gamer, I just gotta be honest with you guys. There are a lot of really great 2D platformers out there, but yeah, even on PS1. But yeah, you know, I'm a 3D. I like 3D boys. I don't really like 2D boys. I really like 3D boys. Or no, the other way around. Whatever the fucking mean. Yeah, Toy Story 2. That's one I'd like to do a casual playthrough of. That's a good one. I like that request. Toy Story 2. That'd be a fun casual 100%. I think. That'll take me a fucking hot minute to casually 100%. But I'd be down. I'd be down for that as like one of my next endurance attempts. What's the least slutty thing? I mean, weren't you the one with the Twitter thing? That doing the disc opening thing on credits, like doing poverty credit skip is slutty. Believe me, dude, we've done much sluttier things here. What's really slutty is getting your dick sucked while you're doing a run. Like, and your webcam's on, but, you know, you can't see what's going on underneath. That is like the sluttiest thing you can do as a Spyro speedrunner, I think. Oh god. Not like, oh, do a trick. That's not slutty. But I'm too scared to do that. I'm too scared to do that because, yeah, because I could get banned. I don't want to get banned. for that if I get found out. It is something I think about. Yeah, maybe for a Pornhub stream, I could do that. That'd be funny. I don't know, I'm not. This is one thing I've always said. First of all, Squish Wizard, as you can see. Just want to point that out. Gotta get some Squish Wizards in the chat. And secondly, I've always been a really horny person, very sexually charged. Even in my conversation with you guys, I definitely joke around very hornily with everyone. But with that said, I don't really express myself publicly sexually a lot. Like, that's just one thing about myself that I've learned is like, I don't really even like having like, you know, I don't have a not safe for work channel in my Discord. I did for a short while. It was kind of weird. I just feel weird putting like my literal dick out there like that, you know? For some people, it's really empowering and really like whatever. They like it. It's fun. It's cool content, whatever. Like you have a Pornhub, or you have an OnlyFans or whatever the fuck. Or you're just posting your cock on Twitter, like, you know. Some people, like, you want to do that? That's great. I respect it. In fact, I admire that. I admire all of your cocks on Twitter. Don't mistake it. But, yeah, for me, I just can't. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if I'm, like, shy or embarrassed or I'm worried about, like, I don't know. I've never even taken a single dick pic in my life. So, yeah, it's just something that's just not one part of my sexuality that I really like to... I just don't like to express myself publicly in a sexual way. I do like to talk about sex a lot, and I like to be honest about the fact that I'm super fucking horny. And I think I have a really cute, horny chat. But that's the extent of my, like... I would say I'm very sexually open publicly, but I'm not, like... I'm not sexually exposed publicly, if that makes sense. Fly in front of me. But that's why my stream has the mature content filter, you know, it's like I don't mind talking about I like talking about sex and being horny and all that. When it comes to actually whipping my cock out and, like, you know, videotaping that or fucking someone and putting that on Pornhub or whatever. It's just like a line I draw for myself online, I guess. Do I like butts? No, I fucking hate butts. Oh my god, what kind of question? Of course I like butts. What the fuck? Do you like butts? That's like about as brain dead of a question as like, are you more of a tits or ass kind of guy? Literally the type of people who ask that are like so fucking brain dead. They're the type of people who will get their dick sucked and then not fucking suffocate inside of another woman's pussy. Like, same person. I'm not saying you're that person, Pablo. I'm just saying. Do you like butts? Come on. What kind of conversation are we having here? If you're gonna ask me if I like something, make it something fucking out there. Like elbows or something. Yeah, do you like boobs? This is such an interesting sexual conversation. I'm brain dead. I'm surprised that flame charged. Tried quitting porn, and you were a massive pervert. Stop shaming yourself about it. Yeah, I mean, that's big. I think, like, everyone has their own, like, sort of sexual awakening where they embrace their sexuality and, you know, they stop shaming themselves in one way or another. I think everyone kind of goes through that. And for me, my sort of, like, sexual, like, my way of sort of, like, I guess, expressing myself is to just be open about sex stuff. Really open in my conversation. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. You guys distracted me with your boobs. Oh fuck! I missed them. I swear I pressed circle there. Blame the control. I'm getting used to the controller. God, I almost hit the fucking water. Losing like let's say we're losing like 10 seconds there. How far behind? Oh, we're only 37 seconds behind. We're still like arguably 121 pace, but we'll just call it 122 pace. We're like 122 pace, low 122 pace. We'll call this run. I think if I keep playing at like the level that I'm playing now, I think we're looking at like a mid 122, mid to high 122. Now, if I get the lead out and I start playing cleaner, then it could be better. But let's not get our hopes up. Oh yeah, it was about porn. It's about like how much porn is too much to watch. Because I do think there is such a thing as watching too much porn for sure. Like you just get kind of like desensitized to porn really easily at a certain point. And that's not really good, I think, for like for one's own like sexuality. I mean, you want to be like, for me, I like to be like as stimulated as possible. I like to be like fucking like when I come, I like to be like, oh wow, that was like an amazing orgasm, instead of just like all right, you know, all right. When you're a guy, you can just like come whenever you want, basically. You can just fucking, you don't even have to be horny. You can just, I'm not speaking on behalf of every guy here, but I know a lot of guys probably relate to this. You could just like whip out your cock, pull up some porn, and jerk off and like come and like sub like 3 minutes, even if you're not even horny at all. Just you can just do that, you know? Not every guy can do that, but a lot of guys like do that. And it's okay if other people aren't like that. I'm not judging them. But I'm saying just like how I am as a naturally really horny person. So when you do that a lot, like every day, you just jerk off just because you can, essentially. It just really, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as good as like saving it up for like a day or two. It's not as exciting. Like I genuinely enjoy like edging and stuff like that. And I'm not on like my crazy like no nut November shit. Like, oh, you gotta fucking go a week, you gotta go a month. You gotta go, I haven't come for like 10 years, and now I can see the universe. I'm not on like some bullshit like that. I'm just saying, like, you know, you go a day without coming, it makes a big difference if you're used to coming a lot, as a guy. So I recommend that, and it's not like, okay, stop watching porn, stop, you know, whatever. But it'll help you, like, get a grip on, like, a porn addiction if you have that. To be like, I'm not gonna come today. Like I came like 3 times yesterday, I am not gonna come today. Or look at porn or whatever. It doesn't have to be like an all or nothing. It's like the next day you can come, like whatever. It's a big deal. Everyone gets so all or nothing about like, about coming. It's like you either come like every day a lot, or you fucking just completely swear off of all like sexual anything, like a fucking Buddhist monk, you know? It's like there is a middle ground. There is definitely a middle ground, like a moderate place where I think you can have a really healthy sex life, even just with yourself, you know? Not even, I don't have a girlfriend, you know? I'm just speaking for like myself and masturbation, you know? So to those who have like a porn addiction, going back to that whole topic, like about like watching too much porn, like I recommend just trying not to come as much, in hopes that you can have like a more like to have nicer cum. Like, don't you want to have a nice fucking cum shot? Like, who doesn't like coming, you know? Like, I'm with you. Like, make it feel like fucking amazing for yourself. Like, well, why not, you know? And you don't have to like no nut for like a week to do that. Some people like to do that, but for me it only takes like a day or two to really, you know, feel like, oh, like I really want this, you know? So that's my advice. If you have to jerk it, don't use visual stimuli. Yeah, whatever. If you want. I know a lot of guys really like that. Like, I think for a lot of guys it really helps with their, like, imagination. Like, that's another tactic, I would say. That's a good tactic. It's like, if you've been jerking off so much that you can't come without porn, then just wait, and then, you know, wait a day, and then see if you can come without porn. And then if that doesn't work, wait another day, you know, until you actually, because at a certain point, you know, you're just gonna want to come. Like, you're not gonna need porn at a certain point. Whether it's a day or 2 days or even just half a day or whatever, however often. I don't think you have to, like, go without visual stimuli, though. Like, for me personally, I like having visual stimuli. It doesn't, like, inherently make my orgasms, like, any better or worse, like, to have a visual stimuli there. If anything, it just helps train your imagination, if anything. Which is that's a fun thing to train, you know? Nothing wrong with that. You're just training. Look at it as like you're training your body in different ways, you know? When you go completely without porn, but still, like, you're still, like, masturbating and stuff, you're training your imagination a lot more. Which is a good thing. I mean, that's a fucking great thing to work on as an adult, is having a good imagination. And in doing that, you probably won't be coming as much as you would have been otherwise if you were just looking at porn all fucking day. So yeah, that's another good tactic right there. I'm totally with that. But again, a lot of guys go super fucking overboard about it. They're like, all right, well, now I don't look at any porn ever. And if you jerk off with porn, you're hurting yourself. You know, it's like, it's not that crazy. It doesn't have to be that extreme. We don't have to go to extremes about it, you know? A guy, you come once without visual stimuli, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, porn is for weak men, weak-minded people, you know? It's like we don't have to be on any high horse about it. I'm really trying to promote, like, a moderate approach to things here. What the fuck? Can you, like, go around? Dumb fuck. Come on, dude. Give me the 122 at least, man. Amazing. Just excellent movement by me. I'm a world record holder, by the way. No, dude, I keep, like, a lot of drop inputs this run. I don't know if I want to blame the controller per se. I think I just need to get used to it. If you have an addictive personality, there's no such thing as moderation. All right, like, well, sure. With that said, I'm still promoting moderation here. Like, you could sit here and be like, oh, well, I have an addictive personality, so it has to be all or nothing. And if that's how it is for you, then fine, you know? But that's not how it is for me. I'm just speaking my piece. My advice is moderation. That's my advice, okay? That's me. That's just me, you know? You can be you. My advice is moderation. I think, you know, for me, I think I do have some, like, I guess, addictive tendencies, you could say. But I don't know. I think learning to get a grip on that is part of what makes you a well-rounded human. To just write yourself off as an addictive personality, and it has to be all or nothing. Like, you're not really, like, working on it. You know what I mean? Like, to just write yourself off so quickly. I don't know. Some people are that bad, so I'm not gonna, like, judge if you are like that. I know there are people in the world that are like that, where they have to be like, you either do something a lot or you don't do it at all. You know, a lot of alcoholics are like that. But me personally, I think even people who are addicted to things, like, can learn I think moderation can be a learned thing, even if you do have an addictive personality, personally. Now, maybe I don't have as much of an addictive personality as some other people, so I'm not gonna, like, say this as, like, this is true for everyone, but, you know, I'm not really a fan of the whole, like, oh, well, I just have an addictive personality, so I can't be moderate, so I'm just gonna get so if I'm gonna have one drink, then I'm gonna get piss drunk, and if I'm gonna jerk off to porn, then I'm gonna fucking, like, rip my dick off by coming, like, 5 times a day, and it's like, how about, like, we work on ourselves a little bit? That's all. That's what I'm saying. Life doesn't have to be like an all or nothing thing. Even if you have an addictive personality. It's just how I see it. But again, maybe I don't have as addictive of a personality as some of you guys, so you know, this is me speaking from my perspective. Maybe I just don't see the world the same way you do, and that's fine. I respect it. I'm definitely not trying to have an argument about it or anything. Did I get the gem? I think I got the gem. Yeah, if you're at like a point with having an addictive personality to where you need like professional help, then you shouldn't be listening to me anyways. You know, that's a great point, DZ. Like, don't listen to Twitch streamers for advice if you need professional help on the topic, you know? That's an interesting. Thank you for helping me take a step back with the whole thing here. I think in general you shouldn't really be taking advice from streamers. Like I'm speaking my piece here, but like fuck. But I don't know. I will blame the controller for that. The stick is so good that I fucking fucked up. I need to like relearn that with my new stick. But whatever. Not to deflect like all like. Not to deflect anything. I know I might appear a little defensive or deflective right now. Because you guys are right, there are definitely like addictive personalities out there. It's a thing. But despite that, I believe in moderation for myself, and I think maybe that is true for a lot of you guys. Be it sexually or drugs or video games or whatever. Dude, oh my god, that was so bad. This haunted is going so badly. This is like the fucking nightmare haunted towers for me. Thanks for the good luck, Shiny. Yeah, I think Spyro grabbed the blue there. Outside this level. You talk capture setups, dude, and a lot of people when it comes to capture setups, it's like I have a bad capture setup according to like real nerds about it. The people who are nerds about like retro capture setups fucking hate Elgatos. I'm using an Elgato HD 60S, so I'm like on my trash pleb tier shit to the real capture card enthusiasts. The real capture card people, they get like the fucking StarTech, whatever, PCI. If it's not a PCI capture card, you're fucking up, you know, so on and so forth. PCIe, I mean. So yeah, that's on a whole nother level of snobbery there. It's the same thing as like talking to PC people, like about like what graphics card to get. It's like they all believe you got to get what they think, and it just so happens that they don't all agree on anything. Isn't that some? You almost got me. Uh-oh. Okay. That was like the most dangerous jump I could have done there. God, this haunted... I must have lost like 30 seconds to a minute here. This was a very bad haunted towers. Yeah. If your stream can see what's happening in the game, it's fine for me. I mean, that is so true. I mean, streamers are like the #1 people that like obsess over things that no one like cares about. Like every little aspect of the layout, you know, you overthink as a streamer and no one gives a fuck. your alerts, this and that. Like the less things you can give a fuck as a streamer and just press the button and play the game and just be yourself, the better you're gonna be as a streamer. I'm being honest. If you're the type of, if you're like a fucking OCD type, streaming is not for you, because there is gonna be some shit that's like, that you're just never gonna get perfect, you know? And yeah, the capture setup is definitely like one of those things. It's like what Karl Marx said. Balls. Karl Marx quoting the NBA baller. What was my guy's name again? You guys remember? It was like Toasty or something. Like, you get to like choose a nickname that the announcer calls you. Fucking Chunky. Give it up for Buddha. Use a dazzle, it's what's recommended. Yeah. No, I'll give you the list of every recommended capture card. Is dazzle, easy cap, GV USB 2. That, oh my god, that's one of the snobby nerd ones, because that one can do S video. But that one's fucking super annoying because you have to download the drivers off of a website that's only in Japanese. So you have to like navigate like Japanese like fucking text and stuff anyways. So you got GV USB 2. What other ones am I missing? Of course, Elgato HD or HD60S or whatever. StarTech. Yo, Moneybags, thank you for the 5 gifts. Really appreciate that. Super generous. Up to 984, guys. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000. Once I hit 1,000, I mentioned this earlier in the run, but once we hit 1,000, I'm currently working on a song, a piano/singing song that I'll perform for you guys once we hit 1,000. Not immediately. I still need to practice it a little bit, okay? So if we hit it today, I'm not gonna sing it. You gotta give me a minute. I'm still working on it. But yeah. Yeah, GV USB 2s are crazy. People are very passionate about their GV USB 2s, I've noticed online. I don't need that. Ugh. Whatever. I was already over-lifed anyways. Boom, 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 boom. 110, we need an IPA? What does that mean? 110? Oh, you mean like you're at 110 gifts? Dude, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'll drink an IPA after this run, if you're still around, Moneybag. I got you. Got you on the beers. I'll take a look at that other gift in a sec. Dougbit, thank you for the sub. What up, what up? Good to see you, man. I dug him. Yeah, it's been a comfy run so far. Obviously, this is not like the hottest pace of my life or anything, but we are comfortably on 123 pace at this point. And yeah. low 123 pace, I would say. High 122, low 123 pace. I know the splits would lead you to believe that I'm on like, yeah, that I'm on like a high 122. Yeah, like we'll say, and again, just give myself a little bit extra time for, a little bit extra room for error, because I'm obviously not playing at my hottest right now like I was in these splits, so. Yeah, we're like 123 pace, I would say. Which is, that's my goal. I would like to hit a 123 this run. I'd like to not fuck up too much more. We are going into some levels now that I can fuck up a lot, so let's see what happens. Fine. Now it's probably a blessing, actually, that I took damage there. Because now I'm going to go for a slightly more consistent route. Be careful. Oh, God, barely. Wow. Hey, thanks for the bits, Doug. I dug him. What's up, Sin Dragon? Thank you for the good luck. So simple. Ooh, missed the red. Did I get that red? I think I got that red. I'll be paying attention when I go back there. I mean, not like nice, but I gotta wait for. Oh god, I got the longest. Ugh, that's so annoying. Literally the longest Sparks eating animation, which is like that's the one spot where you really it does make a time difference, as you can tell. there's like a handful of spots where like you know it's pretty easy to accidentally get a Sparks, but depending on how quick the animation for eating is, it can or can't make a difference. And that's one of those spots for sure. Oh, please. My fucking joystick is too good. Fucking turning too perfectly. Damn it. Very sloppy. I got the red, alright, alright. Yeah, by the way, Shiny, when I ask these questions, like I know you were talking about the one outside Haunted, just don't even like tell me. I appreciate you trying to help, but just don't. You know how I am. I'd prefer to not get any help. When I ask, like, oh, did I get that? Like, just say, don't say anything. Thanks. But I appreciate it, though. Like, really, the reason I say that sort of stuff out loud is like, sort of as a reminder for me to be careful when I exit the level. That's really the only difference. It's like, if I maybe or maybe didn't grab a gem, like, I'm not gonna like trust my chat. Like I'm gonna just be careful when I exit. That's really kind of like my strat about it. Now, if I'm on like a fucking world record pace, then sure, maybe getting like a little chat assist there is a little better. But for a run like this, just let me be. Actually, in general, just let me be. I already got enough chat assists on my any % run. Let's be honest. I basically cheated in any % because everyone fucking told me my gem counts throughout the whole fucking game. Yeah, it's not that I don't appreciate it though. I do appreciate it. Alright, let's go. Get out of here. What's up, Z-Launce? Yeah, I did get a new controller. You guys can hear it's much clickier. One of the silver ones. These ones are really clicky. They have like a thicker skeleton inside of them, of like plastic that goes around the pressure sensor. So they just click a lot more clicky, clicky click. Surprised I missed. Alright, well that was an okay Lofty. I give that, for a run like this, that was fine. Thank you, Lunar. Beautiful. Well, that's okay. When's the next Spyro 2 practice? I don't know. Whenever I feel like it. I'm not really in a hurry to play that game right now. I was kind of getting into learning it. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know. Just kind of like lazy about it. I don't really give that much of a fuck, to be honest with you. If you really want my honest thought about it, I kind of don't really give a fuck about learning Spyro 2. I mean, I tried. I was trying. You know? And I'll probably try again. And I'll probably learn it and do some runs or whatever. But, you know, like, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I kind of have other goals in speedrunning right now. I don't know if that, like, if that was obvious or not. But, like, it's kind of not really in my best interest to, like, really focus on another speed game at the moment. It's fun to learn, just, like, in casual hours and stuff, but, I just don't fucking care. I care about this right now. As far as casual learning goes, it was fun. Is Sprashfecta a thing? Yeah, there are people who do Sprashfectas. I think Derek Lander has been grinding Sprashfecta recently. My last stream, I think we raided him while he was doing a Sprashfecta. Wow, that guy was way out there. That fucking mushroom wanted nothing to do with me. Okay, how much time? Okay. Not awful. Do, 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 do. Sprashfecta without taking a piss. That'd be pretty difficult. The mushrooms don't want anything to do with you. I'm sorry to hear that, Axo. I think you're having an emotional moment about the mushrooms. It's alright, they're hoes. They didn't deserve you, Axo. You deserve better than these fucking stupid ass bitches. What's up, Chess? Thank you for the good luck. Is 120% my preferred category? Yeah, definitely so. It's the one I started this game on, and it's the one I'll end this game on, if you want me to sound dramatic about it. But I only played any percent. I know I'm like the any percent and 120% world record holder, but you gotta remember, I played any percent for 3 months. Like 3, maybe 4 months. And then I've played 120% for 9 years, for like, you know, 99.9% of the time that I've played this game. I am 100% a 120% player. I played any percent because I like had world record in 120 and I figured I could use a break and I wanted to try something different, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I did, and it was fun, and I'm glad I learned it, and so on and so forth, but my heart is totally not in that category like it is with this one. Also, I really wanted to learn any percent because I wanted to be the first person to get rat proxy in a run, so that definitely motivated me a lot. And I was. And I wanted to be the first person to get a 37 as a result of that, and I was. So I like completed my duties there. And I'm not and even though I could get a better time, like, I just don't care enough. Whereas with this category, like, I do definitely care enough. Oh shit. This category I definitely care enough about to like want to shave off those last 2 fucking seconds. Did I miss a gem though? But I did get the, notice that I just grabbed a Sparks right there. It's like the magic Sparks we call it. I think it's because like, it's hard to explain like why exactly that happens. Oh, what? Oh, and a boost? What the fuck? Is that the meta? Is that a meta strategy right there? Was that sick? Is that a new strat? Hey, someone clip that shit, post in the Spyro Discord. I don't think that's like actually faster if you're on a good cycle, but if you're on a bad cycle, that's definitely faster. Oh shit. Of course, you can't really know until you're like there and already attempting it. That was fucking cool. Because normally that fat guy doesn't explode unless he's on a good cycle. So that was like a cool way of like guaranteeing an explosion from him. If that's at all what I did. Because that's like one of many kind of like you gotta get lucky kind of moments of the level is getting that guy to blow up like quickly. So that'd be cool if we could like, you know, make that consistent. And I got a crazy boost from that also, which was tight. But yeah, again, it's probably not faster. I'm probably dead here also. Okay, nice. That was super fucking lucky. Yeah, fucking crazy awkward ending there. But we got all the gems, thankfully. Have I ever read Warrior Cats? No, and I don't really give a fuck about that either, so thanks. Thanks for the question. Is that like a book or something? Actually, don't answer that. I don't really give a fuck. But thanks for watching. I missed a guy on a barrel. Dude, please do not tell me I missed stuff. Did you not hear me earlier? Please do not tell me I've missed stuff or I got this or I didn't get that. Like, I don't, even if you're right, I don't want to know. Okay? Please, like, have some mercy on me, guys. Like, please. Fuck! I'm not paying attention right now. Jesus Christ. I'm begging you guys not to tell me what you think I missed or didn't miss. Like, I just have to deal with it. I have to deal with you guys telling me how to play this game. Think about that. Is that not like the most annoying shit? Oh God. You know, I know you guys don't mean to be annoying, but just like take a step back and just try to see it from my perspective here. Even if you're right, like it's still annoying. Anyways, love you guys too. Uh-oh. Ever had a run ruined by a guy chat saying I missed something? Yeah. I mean, but that's on me. It's always on me. If I like throw a run because I'm like berating someone in my chat room, or like I'm listening to someone or you know talking shit on someone, that's always my fault. I will never be like, oh okay, that was your fault. I mean, as a joke I will, but in all honesty, it is always my fault when a run dies. Even if I'm like responding to something that someone said in the chat and it distracts me and I die, you never get to take what's the word? Take responsibility for my actions in this game. You don't get that I refuse to give any of you that privilege to say, oh, I fucked up Deo on this run. No, you didn't. I was the one that decided to interact with your dumbass, and I'm the one that's distracting myself. You had nothing to do with it. You're a dumb, I mean, no offense, but I mean, people who like try to be like, oh, I'm a good luck charm, or I fucking did this, or oh, gotcha. It's like, you're a fucking bitch. That's what you are. You're a fucking bitch. And I'm a bitch too, for even interacting with for a lot of people. You're a bitch, and I'm a bitch, but that doesn't mean you get to take like responsibility over me fucking up. I really believe that. I take offense to that. That people think, oh, that was me that did that. Like, you fucking wish. You fucking wish you could fuck up a run and still get a 123 or whatever pace I'm on. You fucking wish, dude. You really do. I really do take offense to that. I don't mean to say it like I'm so cool or anything. I'm just saying. It's really, it's hard to fucking speedrun and talk to a chat room at the same time. It's a difficult thing to do. So yeah, let me at least like take responsibility for it, you know? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, correct. I am a bitch though, and the best move that I could make is to not worry about it. Just don't worry about anyone in my chat room. That's like the best strategy that I could do. Yeah. So yeah, I'm as much of a bitch as all of you guys, so that's not lost on me. I get that. But you guys are also cute. You guys are cute bitches, so. And so am I. What the fuck? Oh my god, am I gonna get the... Am I not gonna, like, catch him now? This is fucked. Jesus Christ. This run, thank god I've only started to get frustrated towards the end here. Run is fucking stupid. He's running away. God fucking damn it, dude. Alright, well that might cost me the 123 right there. I have to wait like 30, 40 seconds here. Your Yitties have sauce on them? It's cute. Honey barbecue. Or no, you went to a barbecue place. You wore a shirt. Oh my god. I wish you could just be shirtless everywhere in this world, Strawberry. Yeah, you can wait for Nasty, but you have to do like a weird jump to like trigger him. You're supposed to run down, and then he'll like start running from that platform that I was on. You're supposed to like run off of it so that you get stuck, and then you have to chase him around again. I need to focus. Barely got that proxy. Oh, these credit skip is way easier with the that shit. Go for that. Exit. Do 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 do. Oh, thank you, Dragonbird. Yeah, if there's one thing that's like I think true for me is that I can't like get mad at people for being like, you missed this, you missed that. Oh, I think, oh, my bad. Or, you know, I can't be on people's asses about that. I really can't, because like the more I'm on their ass, the more they win. Is like how it is. The more I'm able, the more ammo I'm giving trolls to be like, oh, that I know that annoys him, so I'm gonna fucking type. Just like what Eminem did, like, oh, I'm gonna type that as a joke, you know, to bother him, you know, or whatever. Yeah, so it's a really tricky thing, I think, streaming. For example, that guy that was fucking, like, you know, spamming my YouTube channel with the fucking China government bullshit. Like, the trick is to, like, not let any of it bother you. That's, like, the key. And the reality is that I get naturally bothered by some chats. And one of those genres of chats is telling me that I'm missing something or not missing something. So, I gotta deal with it. If you're gonna be a Spyro streamer, you gotta be ready for people to just tell you that you miss shit all the fucking time. You know? And I've been doing this for a long time, so you think I'd have a better emotional grip on this point, at this point? So I'm working on it. It's really something I have to work on in myself. I can't expect my chat room to be like, the more things you tell your chat room not to do, the more like little fucking like booby traps like that they're gonna walk into and shit. Like the more you're just making it hard for yourself as a streamer. God damn it, dude. I might not get a 123 anymore. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this run. I definitely got quite frustrated by the end here. But at least we got credit skip and shit, whatever. It's either gonna be a high 123 or a low 124, I think. We'll see. Diddles in the chat. Keep that shit lighthearted, you know. Cool movement. Solid treasure room there. A lot of lucky grabs. Yeah, fucking that was a really bad ending, but GG.
Spyro the Dragon. You've defeated Ganasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and
yeah, that run definitely, I think going into, you could see my jock split right there. That run going into jock definitely could have been a 123, no problem, but I got worked up, in my, you know, I got worked up in Nasty's world. That was on me. I got worked up over something that doesn't matter. Oh, boo-hoo, someone tells me I missed a gem, like, fuck off. Like, literally, who cares? So yeah, that was on me. But yeah, GG, regardless. I mean, I did finish a run. We did no reset that shit. It was a pretty bad run, all things considered. I did not finish it straight. It was just a bad run. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but I went into it, you know, expecting a bad run, and now that I've gotten one, it's like, oh wow, now what a big surprise, right? But it doesn't feel great to get runs like this. I will say that, but I was pretty, like I said, I was pretty frustrated at the end there. Even though I got credit skip, I fucked up some other stuff, and I was just getting worked up, and I don't like that. I'd rather just keep it lighthearted for a run like this. So, yeah, there's no need to get worked up. Man, streaming and fucking speedrunning's hard, man. You guys should really try it sometime. I highly recommend all of you guys who like watching these runs to try streaming and just talking to a chat room for like an entire playthrough of a game. Pretty difficult. It's difficult to keep a cool head, is what it is. Even if you can like get good at like talking and playing at the same time, which most people are not good at that. Even if you can get good at that, it's difficult to keep a cool head despite that, which is what I learned during this run. So yeah, I definitely kind of lost my cool a little bit towards the end, I would say. Assume a chat room would appear? Yeah. Someone will talk to you. If you stream long enough, someone's gonna talk to you. Hey, no problem, Midnight. Dude, I gotta like... I don't know if you guys see it on my... yeah, it doesn't show on you guys' chat down there, but I need to make it so that it doesn't... It shows you as a ban evader, which you are clearly a nice person, so I'm gonna change the settings. How do I even do that, even, to like... Automod? Yeah, don't show those. Okay, nice. Anyways, yeah, guys, comfy vibes. That was my one no reset of the day, and I know like at this point, many of you guys are probably leaving. So if you are leaving, chuggers in the chat, thank you for being here. I am gonna keep playing Spyro though. I'm gonna be practicing my invisible Spyro. We're gonna take away all the landmass and just play invisible Spyro. And if you're curious about that, stay tuned. But for now, I think I'm gonna go grab a beer, maybe have a chip or two. Got a little hungry. And yeah, you watched the jalapeno popper run, dude. Thank you, Corkscrew. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's like that video is like an underground hit on my YouTube. It's an old one too. Yeah, there's NTSC and fuck you. I'm gonna try to start streaming next month. Yeah, go for it. Trivia was canceled. Oh, all right. Well, you guys are full of just interesting chats. I'm gonna chug and I'm gonna go grab a beer, like I said, and we are going to get into Invisible Spyro in a moment.